If you really want to get good in this process, one of the things that you're going to have to do in the creative space is learn to create with intention. We're going to talk about that real quick. Listen, I know that you've been popping at this work. You've been trying to get this channel done. You've been cranking out all of the content. You've been doing all of the things right. But oftentimes, what we do is we flail. What do I mean by that? Imagine swimming really, really fast upstream. The only thing you're going to do is make your arms tired and eventually drown. A lot when you hear creators talking about the I'm getting burnout or I'm creating so much but nothing's really working, that's because we're throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to see what sticks. That is not the same thing as creating with intention. This week I want to bring to you a story about a friend of mine who, whether she knows it or not, took the advice and decided to do some creating with intention. And the magic thing about when you decide to create with intention is that doors will open up for you, almost as if you're playing that video game and you get to the next door and it lets you out and you go to the next level or next world, and then you go to the next level in the next world. Similar process. But this week, I was at NAB, National Association of Broadcasters. Think of it as a convention where all of the camera, microphone, switcher, connectivity, anything to do with broadcast space, and that's terrestrial broadcast, cable broadcast, radio broadcast, internal corporate communications level broadcast, shortwave, long wave, wide wave, high band, low band, sub band, everything to do with that. Basically, an gigantic B&H catalog on display at the Las Vegas Convention Center. And so I was speaking in a couple of booths there. And let me not put the cart in front of the horse. Let's open up some doors. Okay, so in January, I'm watching this stream. I'm in my house eating a sandwich. I'm watching the stream, and one of my favorite creators in my circle, Mary Lou Mandel, she said to myself and George and Sammy that she wanted to learn how to do audio. Her intention was going to be to do more work around audio. And I was like, I can help you with that. Audio is my jam. It is my Smuckers. It is my Welch's. Let's get busy. Then I took off and I went to go speak at a couple conferences. And then, I got an invitation to go to Shore headquarters, of which I'll be leaving in a couple of weeks to go to Shore headquarters in Chicago. And in the process of doing that, Shore says to me, hey, somebody can't make it. Do you have someone else that you would like to bring? So I emailed Lou. I called Mary Lou at this point. She didn't like me calling her MLM because she's not a multi-level marketer. Anyway, I hit her up and I said, hey, Lou, do you want to come to Shore headquarters? And I can hear the scream from the other side of the text message. It was like, oh my God, yes. So Lou's coming with me to Chicago to learn more about audio at Shore headquarters in Chicago. And we're going to eat the lasagna that these fools in Chicago call pizza. New York, that's not how we eat pizza. You fold it in half, stick it in your face. Now, that was the beginning. So this is what I mean. She set an intention to learn audio. Within about 2 weeks, she has an invitation to go to one of the biggest people in the audio industry, Shore Brothers Microphones. 99 years old in 5 days. In 5 days, that company will be 99 years old. Now, let's take this further. So at this point, I start prepping and getting everything together to go to NAB. And then Katie says, we're going to bring out Kat, aka Kat Moverhill. She's going to come and do some work at NAB with me. And I was like, cool. That same day, I get a message from my buddy Rob from Ustream at Uscream and Screen. And Rob says, hey, I'm coming to NAB. What about you? I'm like, yes. And so I was currently looking for hotels to book for Kat and I. And admittedly, we're a little late on the booking. We should have did it prior, but I was late. and the room prices had shot up to nearly 500 bucks a night. When I was first going to book, it was more like 270. And so I had this harebrained idea, rather than getting a hotel room, let's just get a big creator house style Airbnb, something that Luis and Diana had and I have talked about on our myriad occasions. So I got this big 5-bedroom house with like 20 beds in it, and myself and Kat and Rob, we were ready to go. So I hit up Lou and I says, hey, we're all going to NAB. If you can make it, you should go. For her from LA, it's a quick drive. It's like 3, maybe 4 hours. She was like, bet, I'm coming. I'm bringing my sister. And that was the sin that did Dezaville in. Sorry, inside joke. I shouldn't do inside jokes on the podcast. Anyway, so Mary Lou and her sister drive over. And then Kat comes down from Canada. And then we hit up Eden. Eden is from Reincubate Camo. I was like, if your boss is sending you, tell him we can save some money on a hotel because he can just kick it with us. Or if not, just kick it with us anyway. So we built this walk-in posse for NAB. Tom and Heather says they're going. And I told them, yes, if you guys are in, let's go. So we had this group. We're all going to NAB together. Tom ended up getting sponsored by B&H, so they were able to get their own spot. But basically, our crew come to NAB. This is what I mean by doors opening up. First of all, the door for sure opened up. Hey, that's a rhyme. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I land on the ground in Vegas early because I'm going to a private event held by Rode. There's only going to be like 20 creators there. Myself, a couple other people like Gerald Undone and Ben Johnson and, people of this ilk, people that do what I do here. So my partner from Rode hits me up and says, hey, if you want to bring a +1, let me know. So I hit up Lou and I says, hey, you're about this audio life. Rode just said I could bring an extra body. Are you down? And again, screams abound, right? So from the moment of making this decision to get deep with audio, she not only gets basically me teaching her how to do audio, and I have 40 years experience at this mess. She gets an invitation to go to Shore headquarters to hang out and learn some things. Big ups to LD for putting that together. She comes to NAB on her own juice. A lot of people, hey, we're coming to NAB. It's like a 3 or 4 hour drive, and yeah, you're going to spend a couple money, the week we're there, but, we got the room. All you got to do is feed yourself. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't, oh, I got to do this, or I got to do that, or I don't want to drive 4 hours, or, whatever. People would tend to make excuses. Lou was like, no, done. Here's what makes this even crazier. The last day of NAB is her other half's birthday. So she missed part of the day that they had planned to go out in order to go do the work that you need to do to get where you got to get. And still took that initiative with no stupid excuse like I can't go because it's Danger's birthday. Dude's going to have more birthdays, we hope. He's cool, right? But a lot of people would have been like, oh, no, I can't because, it's my other half's birthday. You know what I'm saying? These are just kind of weird, really, really small excuses people make not to do the work. But when the intention is set, you start to do things to fortify the intention. When you not just tell yourself what you're going to do, but you tell the world what you're going to do, and then you start doing the things that you need to do, the more doors start to open. The doors open when you set the intention. And this is not no woo-woo, like foo-foo, I'm reading The Secret. If you're into that crap, it's not that. When you have an intention, you start to do things that your body starts to do the things that make what comes to you happen. When you just say you're going to do it without intention, without a purpose, it don't always happen. So not only do you have to set the intention, you have to do some things intentionally in order to get that needle to move. But long story short, for the quick recap, late January, Lou says, I want to learn more about audio. Big brother Doc is like, bet up. I got 40 years of audio experience. I dream faders. I got you. And I said, this will help me because I will learn the questions that I forgot. Because I do some things automatically because I've been doing it so long. I forget. I explain to you guys. You guys look at me like I'm crazy because I forget that you don't even going to understand the words of what gain staging is. There's a handful of people in the chat that know what gain staging is. Most people don't. And that's because I'm a bad teacher. Bad on me. Anyway, so within that month, get an invitation to Shore, come to NAB, get an invitation to a private road event. Got to meet the head of products at Road and the head of marketing at Road and one of the main estates at Road who happens to be a female. And at the time, she's the only girl in the room with me and Gerald Undone and Bronson and Cindy, the homies from Cindy was there. Like, I mean, literally, like the group of folks in that room was some of the highest in the creator space that talks about gear. And Lou was there. As we traipse the floor and we get to go see more things, she got to meet more people from Shore because we go to the Shore booth and LD was like, yo, this is my girl, Mary Lou, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, these things happen. And I just want to use this little bit of minor success that Lou's having right now as when you set the intention and you start to do the things that work towards the intention you set, opportunities will come your way. So I implore you, if you feel stuck, just set an intention. The other thing, real quick, I should not let this go missed. Lou also picked a single thing to attack. I talk to you guys all the time about the Gary Keller method. Take one thing. She took a single thing to attack and is attacking that. And with that level of focus and concentration, this is where you're going to get. So before I wrap up this recording, I'm just going to tell you, be like Lou. Not like Mike. Be like Lou. Set an intention. Hey, girl, hey, I'm going to learn audio. Maybe somebody like Big Brother Doc be like, hey, girl, I got you, sis. I'll teach you audio. I've been in this, since black and white TV. And then, the Shore opportunity might open up. The Road opportunity might open up. You come to the show floor at NAB, meet more people, learn more about audio, and establish yourself as an up-and-comer in the field. This is how you do. This is the Lou playbook. If you watch her content, if you follow her, I'm sure she'll talk more about it. I'm giving you my overview as an outsider. I saw what happened when you set the intention. And from the day I started this channel, I have two things, intent and purpose. Set the intention, work towards your purpose. Intent and purpose. Not for intensive purposes like some dummies say. You set the intent, you work on purpose, and you will get got. Like the things just absolutely come forth. I wanted to bring this message to you and hope this finds you in a good place. Now, this was recorded live in front of my studio audience on my live stream where I do a live creator Q&A. So the people that have questions about this episode I just recorded are now going to be able to ask me those. You're not going to hear those. We're cutting those off so I can go attend to them. But if you ever want to come and make sure you get some of this creator Q&A live every Tuesday, Saturday on my channel, record the podcast first, collect those questions, and then send it. Now, I'm going to show them how I actually edit this podcast so you get to learn more than just Q&A. But don't forget, next Tuesday, next Saturday, whenever you can, there's a bunch of episodes you can check out, live Q&A right here on my channel. I hope this happens. I hope this works for you, but set that intention and go do it on purpose. Now, YouTube's going to show you a couple more videos they think you should watch, and I kind of agree with them.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in and break you out. In the end, we gon' make it.